Good evening, everyone. This is Steve Alfieri commenting right now. Steve Alfieri, but you guys can call me Alf. That's what I go by. Right now, what we got here is your boy Kyle. Kyle's not going to be commentating for this one because he's actually playing. Kyle will be playing on our left, on our right here, sorry. And then we have Kyoshi on our left. What we have here is we got the old and we got the new. We got the old favorite, last format favorite hat right here on the left. Arguably the best deck of the format last format. And what we have here on the right is we have Shaddolls. Should be interesting, honestly. We really haven't seen too much hat this format. It's really been outclassed by of course, Shaddolls, Burning Abyss, and Satellar Knights. You know, a little here and there of everything. But really not too many, haven't really seen too many hats going around. So this might actually be interesting. The interactions between the two decks. And looks like Kyle's going to start. Kyle just lays down. He's got a turn 1 Mathematician. That sends one monster with 4 stars or less from his deck to his graveyard. Looks like he's dumping Squamata. When Squamata's dumped, dump another Shaddol. And he's going to dump Beast. It's going to allow him to draw 1 card. Shuffle, shuffle, cut, cut. Very strong opening play. I might have done something different, but hey, you know, everyone's got their own thing. And Kyle's going to draw 1 card off that. And he's going to lay down 1 Speller Trap. He's going to activate Foolish Burial, go back in. Send 1 monster from your deck to the graveyard. Very strong opening play. That's what I was actually going to do. Very nice. Falco, when Falco is sent to the graveyard by card effects, special summon itself. Very strong opening play. Falco's going to go face down. And he's going to lay down 1 more. So we got 2 sets from Kyle. Kyoshi's going to draw into 6. Yep, the new rules, you're allowed to draw your extra card if you're going second. Going first, you're only allowed 5. That's been a big debate. What is it going to be? Going first with that 1 extra card, with the 1 less card, or going second for that 1 extra card? Yeah, it's still something that's not even been answered yet, really. It really, honestly, I think it comes down to what deck you're playing, what format it is. You know, do you need your traps, or do you just want to go second for that extra net? And he's going to summon Traptrix Myrmelio, the normal summon, adds 1 whole normal trap card from his deck to his hand. He's going to grab Bottomless Trap Hole. He's going to shuffle. He's going to think, what are we doing, man? Kyoshi's going to think. Kyoshi.
Nice.
Am I saying that right? Kyoshi, is that right? Kyoshi's going to summon Myrmelio, and he's going to set 4 cards, leaving him with 2 cards in hand. Pass turn, pass turn. Play goes back to Kyle. He draws for his turn. He's going to turn Mathematician to defense mode. He's going to end his turn. Kyle's going to draw. Very strong opening play for Kyle. I was a little surprised to see him pass right there. Kyoshi's going to look at his face downs. Kyoshi's going to set 1 monster in defense mode. Looking through his extra deck. Kyoshi's going to pass turn after just setting a monster. Kyle's going to draw. Flips face up, Shaddol Falco. Special summon 1 Shaddol monster from his graveyard face down. And it looks like he special summoned Beast. Beast will go face down in defense mode. Kyle looks at face downs. He has no response. So Kyle will continue his turn. Looks like Kyle is going to synchro to 5. We're going to see either our maids or are we going to see Cataster? That seems to be one of the 2. Quite the extra deck you got there, man. Good thing this isn't tournament. Oh, very nice. Kyle is actually going to go, he's just what I thought, he's going to synchro into our maids. Our maids got 2300. Says when our maids attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate anything until the end of the damage step. Quite the controlling synchro you got there. Very good stun synchro.
Use just some. Better have Jiraxis. So I can actually read that shit.
Yo, turn 4 Jiraxis. Or turn 5.
Definitely the smart play.
Whoever turns it.
Playing Hat, a very controlling deck. 4 sets and set monster.
That's fine. I'm going to activate.
Nice.
Kyle enters his battle phase, and Kyoshi flips face up Artifact Sanctum, special summon one artifact monster from his deck.
No!
And if Morale Tech is summoned during your opponent's turn, destroy one face up card on your opponent's side of the field. Kyle's going to respond with Breakthrough Skill to negate the Morale Tech's effect. So the Armades lives. Armades is going to live through that.
He killed himself with the Hellfire. Nice.
Armades is going to attack the face down monster.
Whoever was going against T Celestial was playing lock, and they're both playing lock.
Since Kyle declared the attack, Kyoshi can't activate anything, and he flips a face down Fossil Dyna face up.
When he Jiraxis,
That Fossil Dyna cannot activate because of Armade's continuous effect.
and then go. Yeah, nothing.
Would have been a huge blow. Would have cleared both of Kyle's monsters, because remember that face down beast was special summoned.
Drops Jiraxis, gets
And
gold,
Kyle passes turn to Kyoshi. Kyoshi draws for his turn.
attacks him for game.
Looks at face downs.
Taunts him with Oblivion.
Kyoshi is sitting with 3 in hand.
Um,
We are still at 8,000, 8,000. Still got the same score. Looks like Kyoshi's going to summon Traptrix Dionea, who says that when she's normal summoned, special summon one Traptrix monster from his graveyard. But he's not. He doesn't have any Traptrix in his graveyard. Looks like he's going to overlay Dionea and Mermelio to, I'll let you know in 1 second. He's got a lot of options. He still has a full extra deck, full 15.
you need to have auction.
Well, I have Auctioneers. I don't have
Hey, look.
Come on, guy. Okay.
Looks like he's going to go into number 101 Silent Honor Arc. Interesting play right here. And he's going to detach 2 materials from Arc to put Armades right under him as a material. He has to target one attack position, special summon monster to use the effect, and Armades was special summoned and it was in attack mode, so he sucks that bad boy up like Relinquished.
He's playing
Kinda. Kyoshi's really thinking right now. He's got those 2 face downs.
Jason Zimmerman.
The late Jason Zimmerman's going to sit down and watch.
The late great.
Blessed us with his presence. The late Jason Zimmerman.
I didn't die.
Who could forget Jason Zimmerman from the War of 1812?
From ARG Worcester that one time.
You know I'm super pumped. That's not what I'm wondering.
Mewtwo King in the house.
The problem is that
Kyoshi's really thinking. Kyoshi's really stumped right now. Still pretty early in the game.
the light monster
Graveyard's almost empty.
now you would have done it like that. 2 set cards and you only have 3 cards in hand, which means that your hand consists of a couple of things that I know you have at all.
Kyoshi is dividing his knowledge of the Shaddolls deck and of Kyle's hand, which I think is pretty interesting because Kyle really hasn't played too many cards.
worry. There's no Blizzard.
Because if I attack into a beast, then you're gonna get actually a better hand, and you're gonna be able to discard the card that you need. It's not hard. I know what you mean. It's okay. Oh, plus. Does that work? I did?
You kind of showed everybody. I kind of saw everybody.
He saw too.
I don't think he's looking at his hand.
Kyoshi's thinking. Kyoshi.
Fuck, where'd you get a Japanese? What do you have a Japanese Armenians?
Because I proxy, bro.
You have 0 friends. This is how many friends you have. This is how many Armenians you have.
Kyoshi's just going to pass turn. Kyle draws into what looks like 3 cards in hand. Oh, 4 cards. Kyle draws to 4 cards in hand. He's going to activate Charge the Light Brigade, sending the top 3 cards of his deck to his graveyard, adding 1 level 4 or lower Lightsworn from his deck to his hand. Milling 3, oh, the brick. The 3 straight spells. I could, if I had a penny for every time that's happened, I'd probably have $1.
That's the only thing I don't like about that.
He's going to add Lila Lightsworn Sorceress from his deck to his hand.
The Shaddolls fusion you can recycle, but the other two is just like.
That's a tough break for Kyle right there, not milling any monsters. I mean, any monsters. A Shaddol, any dark, a light, something.
That is what
BLS fodder, nothing. So he adds Lila Sorceress from his deck to his hand.
Fire!
Fireball. Fireball. Fireball.
Kyle's still thinking. And he's going to summon that Lila that he just searched from his deck to his hand. Lila can turn herself to defense mode to destroy 1 spell trap your opponent controls. Kind of like Goblin Attack Force, can't switch it until the end of his next turn. And he's going to pop the face down Artifact Ignition, causing him to skip his battle phase because Artifact Ignition was destroyed.
next battle phase.
The next battle phase, yes. Looks like he's going to flip summon the Shaddol Beast. If the summon's successful, we'll let him draw 2 cards and discard 1. So he's going to do that. Kiyoshi has no response. Kyle draws 2, discards Shaddol Skomata, letting him send 1 more Shaddol from his deck to the graveyard. And just so you know, we are still at 8,000, 8,000.
That's what's good about the game. There's no rope. So it's fine.
Skomata is going to send Shaddol Falco from the deck to the graveyard, and triggering Shaddol Falco's effect will special summon itself from the graveyard face down.
Wait, you going to Kyle's house?
Yeah, 'cause I didn't know, but why give me 3 fries?
If I
and
knew
all
it
that
was
stuff?
stack in the first place, bro. I knew it was stack in the first place. Like I said before.
Yo, got this. You got
And Kyle goes to his end phase. Lila activates to send the top 3 cards of his deck to the graveyard. Looks like Kiyoshi's going to draw for his turn, sitting on 2 in hand with a Silent Honor Arc with Armades under it. He's going to set 1 to his back row. Moral Tech sitting at 2100 attack. As well as Silent Honor Arc, they both have 2100. And looks like he's going to attack the Lila with Artifact Moraltech, sending it to the graveyard by battle. Kiyoshi's going to look through Kyle's graveyard, check, maybe see some lights, darks. And Kiyoshi's going to attack the face down monster with Silent Honor Arc.
No, you want to play stupid deck?
What's attacking?
2100 to the face down monster. Falco's going to flip face up. Falco was destroyed by battle. He's going to activate the effect. Special summon Skomata, face down defense mode. When Skomata's flipped face up, he can destroy 1 monster his opponent controls. Kiyoshi's going to pass turn, go to Kyle, and we still have a tie score at 8,000. Hey, Rich Appenzeller, nice haircut, man.
Thank you, Stephen Alfieri.
Please call me Alf.
Last names. This is nice. This is very formal. Oh, Jason, this is
And it looks like Kyle's gonna think right now. He's got some plays. He's got the face down. Got the face down Skomata. He's gonna activate breakthrough skill from the graveyard. He's gonna target Silent Honor Arc.
Wait, what?
Its effect is negated until the end of this turn.
If you ever need any, let me know.
And it looks like he's gonna enter his battle phase, and he's gonna attack with Shaddolls Beast into the 101 Silent Honor Arc. They both have 2100. Beast is 22. I'm sorry. He's gonna take 100. Kyle's gonna try to keep it alive, but breakthrough skill negates the effect. That's called the replacement effect. It's continuous. It doesn't activate. So Kyoshi's gonna take 100 damage right now, and we finally have a change in the score. Kyle's gonna set one. He's gonna pass his turn.
I need 3 super cats, 3 secret lists, 3 total page.
Yo, can you put me?
Kyoshi draws for his turn, and he's gonna summon Fire Hand, and he's gonna attack into the Fire Hand with Fire Hand, and let's see if Kyle has a response. Kyle's gonna activate Book of Moon. He's gonna target the Shaddolls Beast. I'm sorry, Fire Hand attacked into the Beast. I'm sorry about that.
Don't have time to respond active, or is it when you buff? So you flip it, then yeah, that's fine.
Oh well, Kyle's gonna try to activate Book of Moon during the damage step, but Book of Moon can't be activated during the damage step. So that's a little.
I'm being cheated.
But
It's on stream.
I guess they're gonna play it through. All right, so Fire Hand attacks into the Shaddolls Beast, and Kyoshi's gonna take 100 damage from that, bringing him down to 7,800.
You having fun, Alf? You like commentating?
You're actually a very good commentator.
Yo, you should commentate to those guys that know what they're talking about in the world stream.
Kyle did draw 2 cards and discarded 1, and it looks like he's gonna activate Sinister Shadow Games, trying to send 1 Shaddolls from his deck to his graveyard, but looks like Kyoshi has the answer. He's gonna activate Wiretap. It's gonna negate the trap card and put said trap card back into the deck.
Like the Avatar? Like Avatar Kyoshi? Like with that? Really? That's awesome.
Kyle's gonna draw for his turn. We have 8,000 to 7,800. Kyle's still having more life points.
From the universe.
What's your actual name? I'm not sure if it was actually Kyoshi. I mean, that's awesome. Your parents named you Kyoshi.
And Kyle's got some cards in his hand. He's gonna think for a while.
That's a girl's name, though, isn't it?
Looks like Kyle is gonna special summon Chaos Sorcerer from his hand, banishing a dark and a light.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Looks like he's gonna banish Raiden, Lightsworn Hand, and
Don't you have to banish the targets first before you do the actual special summon?
he's gonna banish Raiden, and he's gonna banish what looks like Skomata. No, that's Falco. He's gonna banish Raiden and Falco to special summon Chaos Sorcerer, who once per turn can banish 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. And looks like Kyoshi's gonna chain. He's gonna chain Trap Tricks, Trap Hole, Nightmare, which says if a monster that was special summoned this turn activates its effect, negate that effect and destroy the card. So it looks like Chaos Sorcerer is gonna activate and it's gonna resolve without effect, protecting Kyoshi's monsters.
I was there for that.
Kyle's gonna normal summon Skomata, 1,800,
Shared ride's like $6 or something.
and he's gonna attack into the Morale Tech. Oh, I'm sorry. Why is the Morale Tech engraved? Kyle, why is the Morale Tech engraved? Oh, you flipped it up. Oh, I thought he normal summoned the Skomata. No, he flips the Skomata face up, destroying opponent's monster Morale Tech. Kyle sitting on what looks like 4 cards in hand. He's gonna normal summon Mathematician for turn, sending 1 level 4 lower monster from his deck to the graveyard. Kyle allows it. I'm sorry, Kyoshi allows it, setting Shaddolls Dragon, allowing him to destroy 1 spell trap card his opponent controls popping his other Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare.
Behind in the meta.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, that's Battleface.
Kyle's going to attack 18 into the 1600 Fire Hand, dealing 200 damage. To Kiyoshi is going to let him special summon an Ice Hand from his deck. So we have 7600 to 8000. Kyle's going to bring out Ice Hand in defense mode. When Ice Hand is destroyed in his possession and sent to the graveyard, Ice Hand can destroy one spell trap his opponent controls to let him special summon another Fire Hand from deck.
Wait, no. Hold on.
So Fire Hand's destroyed, Squamata is destroyed, leaving Kyle with just the Mathematician.
This is the thing I do with
Kiyoshi's going to sack the Ice Hand for Artifact Morale Attack, dealing 600 damage, and allows him, Mathematician, when it's destroyed by battle, lets him to draw one card. Kiyoshi is at 7,600. Kyle just took 600, so Kyle goes to 7,400. He's going to special summon White Dragon Wiverbuster from his hand by banishing a dark monster from his graveyard. Wiverbuster has 1,700 attack, 1,800 defense. If it's sent from the field to the graveyard, he can search out the dark copy. Dark Dragon Calapis Serpent with 1,800 attack and 1,700 defense. Banishing the Squamata. Kiyoshi's going to drop Maxi, but he doesn't know that Wiverbuster does not start a chain to summon itself, so he won't draw for the Wiverbuster, but he will draw for the Blackluster Soldier that Kyle is dropping right now, banishing Armades, and I didn't see the other dark. Kyle's going to continue on activating Shaddolls Fusion, sending Shaddolls Dragon and Lila from his hand to special summon Shaddolls Construct from his extra deck, allowing Kiyoshi to draw one more card. And the normal summon Raiden. Quite the board. He's going to attack, and Kiyoshi's going to concede this one. Too much pressure with Construct, BLS, Raiden, and the Wiverbuster. Alright guys, we're in game 2 right now. Kyle took the first game with the Pillage of the Field. Kiyoshi's going to start off going first. He's going to activate Potted Duality, revealing the top 3 cards of his deck, adding 1 to his hand, and the rest gets shuffled back into his deck. He reveals Traptrix Mermelio, Traptrix Dionea, and Time Space Trap Hole. He's going to add the Mermelio to his hand, and I'd bet a lot of money he's going to normal summon that Mermelio. With the Hat deck, that is the optimal first play. You want to get to that Mermelio. You want to go first. Even though you're not getting that 6th card, you want to get to that Mermelio because he's going to get you that 6th card. It's like going first. It's like going second, getting that extra card. But you're really going first, so you're really not losing anything. With 3 Mermelio, 3 Duality, you know, it's really not too hard to dig into that Mermelio. So Kiyoshi's going to think for a while. He normal summons the Mermelio. It's what is he going to take? What is most effective against this Shaddolls deck? We saw a vast of trap holes game 1 from Kiyoshi. We saw the bottomless trap hole. We saw 2 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmares, but there was some side decking, so we don't know.
Book of Moon doesn't activate during the damage step?
You cannot activate Book of Moon during damage step. That is correct. Nah. Cheating is a word that's thrown around a lot. It's only cheating if there was intent to cheat, and they're not playing for cards. It looks like the Traptrix Mermelios, he's going to search out Time Space Trap Hole. He's going to shuffle it into his hand, giving him a total of 6 cards. Kiyoshi's going to think. Kiyoshi's going to set 2 and he's going to pass his turn. Kyle's going to draw into 6. those of you that are just tuning in right now, Kyle is playing the Shaddolls deck, which looks like with the Lightsworn variant. Splashes some Lightsworns in there. Kyle's going to set a monster, set it back, or he's going to pass turn. Kyoshi's going to draw for his turn. Kyle this time didn't have as strong an opening play as he did game 1. And Kyoshi's going to normal summon Firehand. It's in at 1600 attack. Firehand's going to attack into the face down Shaddolls Hedgehog, which when flipped face up adds any Shaddolls monster. Shaddolls spell trap from his deck to his hand. Looks like he's going to search out Shaddolls Fusion. He's going to shuffle, and his opponent's going to cut his deck. Kyle adds Shaddolls Fusion from his deck to his hand. Hedgehog destroyed by battle, goes to the graveyard. Vermilio is going to attack directly for 1600, bringing Kyle down to 6400. Setting 1 to his back row. And passing turn. Kyle draws for his turn. And he's going to activate a Lord Darkness, drawing 2 cards. And if he does not banish a dark monster from his hand, he has to discard his entire hand to the graveyard. He's going to banish Shaddolls Beast. Essentially, Allure is a 2 for 2, but lets you dig through your deck, so it's a great card.
Don't kill anyone. I should just go back to the way I used to be. Just start fucking pressing.
And Kyle's going to normal summon Lila Sorceress. Lila allowing him to destroy one spell trap card his opponent controls by turning her to defense mode. She would not be able to change her battle position until the end of his opponent's next turn. Oh. Kyle is declaring that he's... Oh, okay. Kyle tried to enter his battle phase, but Kyoshi is going to try to think about responding to the summon or not. And Kyoshi's going to activate Solemn Warning, paying 2,000 of his life points to negate the summon of the monster and destroy it, bringing Kyoshi down to 6,000. Kyle is going to just pass turn after that. Kyoshi draws for his turn. And Kyoshi's going to normal summon Ice Hand at 1,400 attack. Kyoshi's going to enter his battle phase, attack with Ice Hand, attack with Vermilio, attack with Fire Hand. 14 and 16 is 3,000, and 16 is 4,600, bringing Kyle down 46 down to 2,800 life points. Kyle draws for turn. He looks at his graveyard a little bit. Kyle just at 2,800 after the third turn. Kyoshi sitting at 6,000 life points with an Ice Hand, a Fire Hand, and a Trap Tricks Vermilio, and 3 set spell or trap cards. Kyle looks like he has 5 cards in hand. He's shuffling, he's thinking. He's going to try it again. He's going to normal summon Lila. This time, Kyoshi responds with Bottomless Trap Hole, destroying the monster with 1,500 attack or more and banishing it. And Kyle's going to activate Soul Charge. He's going to target Lila and Hedgehog. And Kyoshi's going to respond with Time Space Trap Hole, which will banish both of his monsters back into the deck. And he loses 1,000 life points for each one, bringing Kyoshi down to 4,000 life points. Kyoshi having all the traps. Kyoshi going down to 4,000 life points. Kyle also loses 2,000 life points, bringing Kyle down to 800 life points. Kyle's going to set 1, set 2 to his back row. And he's going to end his turn. Kyle draws. I'm sorry, everyone. Kyoshi draws for his turn. Next round, we need 2 players without the same letter. Kyoshi's going right into his battle phase, attacking with Ice Hand. And looks like Kyle's just going to scoop it up. So after a very strong opening game 1 from Kyle, Kyoshi follows up, doesn't disappoint with a very strong opening with the Hat deck, Duality into the Myrmelio, into all the traps he needs. So, looks like we're going to game 3, everybody. Alright, everyone, we have game 3 right now between Kyoshi and Kyle. Kyoshi taking game 2, so it is Kyle's decision to go first or second. And it looks like Kyle is going to go first. Kyle is on the play, so he only has 5 cards. Strong opening from Kyle, activating Charge of the Light Brigade, milling Sinister Shadow Games, Shaddolls Dragon, and Shaddolls Fusion, adding 1 level 4 lower Lightsworn monster from his deck to his hand. And he's going to add Raiden, Lightsworn Hand, 4-star, 1700. Once per turn, Raiden can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. If any of those 2 cards were a Lightsworn monster, he gains 200 attack until the end of his opponent's next turn, and during the end phase he mills 2 cards. So he's going to normal summon that Raiden and mill 2 cards to the graveyard, sending Shaddolls Falco, but his opponent has no back row, so Shaddolls Dragon's not doing anything. And during the end phase, Raiden sends the top 2 cards of his deck to his graveyard.
No, that was the end phase effect.
Oh, you didn't activate the effect on the summon? Oh, okay. Kyoshi draws into 6, starts his game off with Pot of Duality, revealing Call the Haunted, Artifact Ignition, and Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare. No Myrmelio this time. Kyoshi is going to add Call the Haunted from his deck to his hand. He's going to shuffle the deck. Call the Haunted. Call the Haunted, of course. Special summon when a monster from your graveyard in attack mode. Originally printed in Pharaoh's Servant, a 4th set ever made. Next he's gonna go with an Upstart Goblin. He draws 1 card, his opponent gains 1,000 life points. So Kyle is gonna go up to 9,000. And he's gonna follow up another one, going to 10,000. But time has proven that life points aren't as valuable as cards, so we'll see how this plays out. Kyoshi's going to normal summon the Fire Hand. He's going to set 4 to his back row. He's going to end turn, passing turn back to Kyle, who draws for his turn. Kyle's going to normal summon Lila, Lightsworn Sorceress. Saw a bunch of her last game. And he's going to activate Raiden's effect, sending the top 2 cards of his deck to his graveyard, sending Shaddolls Falco and Sinister Shadow Games. Shaddolls Falco activates, special summoning itself face down. Kyle's going to enter battle phase and attack into Fire Hand with Raiden, Hand and Lightsworn. Destroying Fire Hand. Kyoshi loses 100 life points, but he gets a special summon Ice Hand from his deck. You summon that Ice Hand in defense mode, and that's going to bring Kyoshi down to 7,900. Kyoshi special summons Ice Hand in defense mode at 1,600 defense, shuffles his deck. Lila attacks over the Ice Hand. Ice Hand cannot summon Fire Hand because it did not destroy a spell trap card.
Don't play any flippers. Wait, did you sign?
Main phase 2, Lila's going to destroy one spell trap card. Destroy the one closest to the deck. And that's going to destroy Artifact Ignition, which is going to chain and destroy Artifact Morale Tech. So Morale Tech's going to go to the graveyard, and he's going to send one artifact from his deck into face down in his spell trap card zone. Morale Tech was destroyed during his opponent's turn, so he'll get special summon, and he's going to use the effect to destroy one face-up card his opponent controls. And Morale Tech does not target, but it will destroy the Lila, setting another Morale Tech to his back row. Kyle's going to pass his turn. Unfortunate turn of events here for Kyle, blowing up that Morale Tech. I'm sorry, the Ignition. Kiyoshi's going to draw for his turn, activate Pot of Duality, revealing Fire Hand, Trap Trick Mermelio, and Artifact Sanctum. Wow, honestly, those are 3 good cards right there. And looks like out of the 3, he's going to add Artifact Sanctum from his deck to his hand.
Card I was most afraid of.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to guess that was one of the more cards that Kyle was afraid of. But there was nothing, no evidence proving to that, though. Kiyoshi fans out his graveyard. It's a good looking fan right there. I'm a fan of the fan.
Fan of the Kyoshi fan. Kyoshi's favorite weapon was the fan. We can go really deep into this.
Hot.
I would have to agree. It is a little warm in here. Probably in the high 70s.
I said hat, not hot.
Oh, he said had. I thought he said hot. It is a little warm in here, though.
Sure, you can see my graveyard. It's cool.
I don't need to ask you. Do what the fuck I want.
Just make sure you got your ready for it. It's just. You gotta attack this. It's alright. I don't want you to.
Looks like Kiyoshi is going to set one to his back row. Kiyoshi's going to flip that Call the Haunted face up. Special summoning one monster from his graveyard in attack mode. He's going to bring back the Fire Hand. Fire Hand's going to attack into Shaddolls Falco. He's going to special summon one Shaddolls monster from his graveyard in defense mode face down. And it's going to special summon Shaddolls Dragon face down. Kiyoshi's going to pass his turn. Kyle draws for his turn. Kyle flips Dragon face up.
Target Morale Tech.
Target one card and return it back to the hand. He's going to target his artifact Morale Tech. Kiyoshi let it resolves, goes back to the hand. And Kyle's going to sacrifice his Shaddolls Dragon for a face-down monster.
You can go.
Kyle's going to set one to his back row and end his turn. Kiyoshi thinking. He's got those 3 back rows right there. And he's going to flip face up during the end phase. He's going to flip Artifact Sanctum, special summoning 1 artifact monster from his deck. Kiyoshi is sitting at 7,900 life points, and Kyle is sitting at 10,000 life points. Kiyoshi's bringing out Artifact Beach Attack. I forget what that guy's name is, but he's going to destroy 2 of his own spell trap cards. And he's destroying both Moraltechs, which summon themselves, because this is still Kyle's end phase, so they are special summoned. But Moraltech only destroys face-up cards, so they will not destroy anything. Kiyoshi draws for his turn. So it looks like Kiyoshi just traded in 2 spell traps for 2 monsters, which with this deck isn't that big a deal. One of the greatest strengths of H.A.T is not knowing your opponent's spell traps. Are they really trap cards? They could be spells, or they could be Moraltechs just chilling, waiting to be blown up. Making it very, very difficult just to pop with a Lila, MST. You really got to know. You really got to think before you just go pop and stuff. Again, a very dominant deck last format. Haven't seen too much of it this format, though. Of course, this deck got 1st and 2nd place at the World Championship qualifier this year at Detroit. And looks like Kiyoshi's going to overlay for a rank 5. It looks like he's going to bring out Artifact Durendal. Very interesting play right here, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to set 1 monster, activate the effect of Durendal. Which effect he's going to activate? He's going to, both players send their hand back into their decks and draw the same number of cards. Kiyoshi's going to draw 2 cards, and Kyle looks like he's going to draw what appears to be 4 cards. Interesting decision right there. Could have went with Constellar Blades. Could have waited for a Volcasaurus play. No, he goes right for the Durendal. Very cool card. Very interesting. Could catch the unexpected.
It's like Christmas. You get 3 new cards.
Kiyoshi draws 2, and Kyle's going to draw 4. Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle's going to draw 3. Kiyoshi's going to turn that Durendal into some meat for that Gaia Dragon. Kyle is sitting at 10,000 life points, and Kiyoshi's sitting at 79. That Gaia Dragon, just for those who aren't familiar, Gaia Dragon can be special summoned from the extra deck by just throwing it right on top of any rank 5 or rank 6. So using that Durendal to shuffle the hands together and then bring it out, Gaia Dragon can actually pierce for damage. So Gaia Dragon's going to attack into the Beast. Beast is going to draw 2, and Kyle's going to discard. And Kyle's going to take 900 from that battle, bring Kyle down to 9,100. And then another direct 21, bringing Kyle down to 7,000 life points. What do you discard from the Beast? Should all Beast discarding Dragon, allowing him to destroy 1 spell trap his opponent controls. And he pops the Call of the Haunted. Kyle draws for his turn. Kyle's at 7,000 right now to Kiyoshi's 79. I'm actually a little surprised that Kiyoshi went with the Gaia Dragon play. Not too much room in the extra deck, in the H.A.T extra deck for a Gaia Dragon. Mostly rank 4s, rank 5s. Mostly rank 4s, few rank 5s. But I guess for plays like this, where that No one sees that Gaia Dragon coming. That Piercer for game. And Kyle's going to activate Shaddolls Fusion. Since Kyoshi controls a monster special summon from the extra deck, Kyle doesn't have to use monsters from his hand. He can actually use the monsters from his deck. A huge, huge advantage. Sending Shaddolls from his deck to the graveyard and the monster from his extra deck. Really losing no advantage in the play. Losing nothing. And Kyle's going to send a White Dragon Wiverbuster and Shaddolls Beast to bring out Shaddolls Construct from his extra deck. Beast will activate first since it hit the graveyard first. Has to be Chainlink 1. And it looks like he's going to chain the Construct in the same chain. So the card... You're not supposed to draw the card yet. It's the draw with Beast is Chainlink 1 and Construct Chainlink 2. So the card you draw goes on top of your deck.
You know what? I won't even use the activate construct.
Crisis averted. So he's not going to activate Construct's effect, but he is going to activate Beast, allowing him to draw that one card that we saw before.
What am I at? 4,000.
Kyle is at 7,000. He took 3,000 last turn from the Piercer from the Gaia Dragon and the Direct Morale Tech. And Kyle's going to special summon Chaos Sorcerer, banishing Shaddolls Beast and White Dragon Wiverbuster. Chaos Sorcerer, of course, the classic from Invasion of Chaos. Once per turn, he can banish one face-up monster on the field. And he's going to banish the Morale Tech, but in exchange, Chaos Sorcerer cannot attack. It's a good trade, in my opinion. And Shaddolls Construct's going to attack into the Gaia Dragon. And let's see if Kyoshi has anything before... No. Nothing before the damage step. If Shaddolls Construct battles a special summon monster, Construct will destroy the monster at the start of the damage step. So Kyoshi's going to think for a while. Normally, Kyoshi would take the 200 from the Construct over the Gaia Dragon, but because of Construct's effect, when it battles a special summon monster, that monster is destroyed at the start of the damage step before damage calculation. Damage calculation will never go through, so he will not take that damage. And Kyoshi's going to let it go through, taking no damage. Kyle's going to set 2 to his back row, pass to Kyoshi. Kyoshi's going to draw for his turn, sitting with 1 card ahead. He's going to flip that Fossil Dyna. That Fossil Dyna, oh. When flipped face up, destroys all special summon monsters on the field. Kyle's going to chain Breakthrough Skill, negating the effect. But Kyoshi's going to chain, what a surprise. He's going to chain the Compulse, sending the Fossil Dyna back to the hand. And Fossil Dyna will not be on the field to be negated by Breakthrough Skill. So that chain resolves backwards. Compulse will bounce the monster back to the hand. Breakthrough Skill will resolve without effect because Breakthrough Skill has no monster to be negated on resolution. And Fossil Dyna will resolve with effect, destroying both Construct and Chaos Sorcerer. What a play. Kyle's going to add Shaddolls Fusion back to his graveyard, to his hand. Double Cyclone is going to destroy 2 cards on the field. And Kyoshi's going to normal summon Fossil Dyna, which is going to be negated by Solemn Warning, by paying 2,000 life points, putting Kyle down to 5,000. Kyoshi's 7,900 to Kyle's 5,000. He's at 7,900. You're at 5,000. Wow. For those of you just tuning in, there were cards on the field about 28 seconds ago. They're all gone now. They're gone. Thanks to a 3 or 4 chain Fossil Dyna play. Kyle draws for his turn. He's going to activate Mathematician, sending 1 monster with 4 stars or less from his deck to the graveyard. Of course, every Shaddolls but Beast is 4 stars or less, so he's going to dump anything he wants. He's going to dump Squamata, which will let him dump 1 more Shaddolls. He's going to send Shaddolls Beast, allowing him to draw 1 card from his deck. That mathematician with this deck can turn into an MST, turn into an Upstart Goblin. You could pop whatever you want. And he's gonna enter battle phase. He's gonna attack directly for 1,500, bringing Kyoshi down to 6,400. Kyoshi's gonna draw for turn, and he's gonna normal summon. He's gonna rip that Myrmelio. The 1,500 bringing him down to 6,400. Kyoshi's at 6,400 to Kyle's 5,000. Traptrix Myrmelio is gonna search out bottomless trap hole.
I decided not to add it.
Any hole,
So if I had
normal trap card from his deck to his hand. And it looks like right now it looks like Rocky and Apollo Creed. We're going punch for punch, blow for blow. And he's going to lose 100 life points from Myrmelio 1,600 over the Mathematician, but the Mathematician is going to let him to draw one card, which in my opinion is a good trade, bringing Kyle down to 4,900. Blow for blow, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Blow for blow. The Myrmelio, 100 damage, clearing his monster, but it's a good trade because he's going to get that one card. Kyle's going to draw for his turn. He's going to set one monster. And he's going to set one to his back row. He's going to end his turn. Kyoshi draws into 2 cards in hand. Kyoshi's going to grab his opponent's graveyard for the second time without asking. A little disrespectful in my opinion.
I'm sorry, I'm used to
At worst, it's a warning at any Tier 2 event.
I'm used to the computer where I don't interact with my
Kyoshi's defense is that he plays on Dueling Network, where you don't have to ask your opponent to see their graveyard. Kyoshi's going to look through his graveyard now.
Because what are you supposed to do? What if your opponent says no? You can't look through the graveyard. What the fuck do you do?
I'll answer that question for you, Kyoshi. All cards in the graveyard are public knowledge, but you should ask politely to see your opponent's graveyard. Excuse me. So it looks like Kyoshi's going to enter his battle phase, attack into the Shaddolls Falco. Will be destroyed by battle, but it will special summon any Shaddolls monster from his graveyard face down to his side of the field. So Kyle's got a whole graveyard full of monsters. What is he going to take? Could be a couple things. I don't want to say anything, maybe sway his opinion. Looks like he's going to take the Shaddolls Construct and special summon it face down in defense mode. Yes, Falco can even grab the fusion monsters. And he's going to pass turn. Kyle's going to draw for his turn. Looks like a hand of 4 cards. He's going to shuffle. And he's going to think. Very old card sleeve you got there. I saw those back in 2002. That's a classic sleeve right there. He's going to normal summon Lightsworn Lila, Lightsworn Sorceress. And let's see what Kyle's going to do. Is he going to attack or is he going to try to pop first? And Kyoshi's going to respond to the normal summon with Bottomless Trap Hole, destroying and banishing Lila. Kyle, after that resolve, is going to activate Mystical Space Typhoon, destroying the Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. Kyoshi's sitting at 6,400 life points to Kyle's 4,900. And Kyle's going to banish a Darken the Light for Blackluster Soldier. Kyoshi should not be drawing a card right now because the summon of Blackluster Soldier is an inherent summon and doesn't start a chain. Banishing is a cost but doesn't activate. But I guess this is a friendly duel, so he's going to let it go through. Alright, he's going to put it back. Okay. So he's going to special summon that Blackluster Soldier, flip summon the Construct. 14 and 43 is 14, and 3,000 is 43, 53, 63, and 800. And that would be that is lethal damage if it goes through. And that is it. That is the match, ladies and gentlemen. Blow for blow. That was very exciting. go all the way back to the opening, the strong opening with the charge of the Light Brigade, followed up by the big push with the Bangladesh popping his own Morale Techs, special summoning 2 Morale Techs off that, having a field full of monsters. Kyle somehow coming back with the Shaddolls fusion and ripping the BLS blow for blow. And don't forget that Fossil Dino play was very exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, it was my pleasure bringing this to you. My name is Steve Alfieri. Most of you know me as Alf. I hope to see you guys in the future, maybe on this future match or maybe commentating in the future. I hope so. You guys have a great night.